We loved both. I'll be honest with you, I thought I was gonna dread 4th grade, but I absolutely adored it. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Miss May here, one FAB teacher, and I am collaborating with a fabulous teacher here on YouTube named Jessica, whose YouTube channel name is A Classroom Diva. We are collaborating with each other to share with you guys our student teaching experiences. If you are not subscribed to her channel, you need to go and subscribe because she is amazing, truly thebomb.com. Her personality just shines through the camera. So click the link in the description box below and you will not be disappointed. So she has shared her student teaching experience, and I am sharing my student teaching experience with you guys. And so my experience was, I went to a private college called Upper Iowa University. I student taught in grades kinder and 4th grade. Absolutely loved both. I'll be honest with you, I thought I was gonna dread 4th grade, but I absolutely adored it. So anyway, I had the pleasure to start off in kindergarten and start off the beginning of the year in kindergarten with Miss Timmons. Miss Timmons, if you are watching, hi. Her name is Sarah Timmons. If you are out there, Miss Timmons, watching, hello. Mwah, I love you. So I was able to student teach with Miss Timmons in her kindergarten classroom, and she was the most precious, most adorable person, I mean, that you would want for your child to start school, their first years in school, with a teacher like her. She was so loving, she was caring, but yet she was firm, and I absolutely adored her. I was with Miss Timmons for about, I want to say about 12 weeks. I was with her 9 to 12 weeks. I was with her, and so I was able to see her, how she set up her classroom at the beginning of the year. I was able to watch her during parent-teacher conferences, which was amazing because college does not prepare you for parent-teacher conferences. And it was just nice to see her do those types of things, and how warm and how inviting she was during those times. With Miss Timmons, I was able to observe her for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then she would gradually give me subjects to teach. So like she would give me 2, and then gradually the next week she would give me 2 more, and then eventually I ended up having the whole class, the whole day, teaching them. And she was truly, truly amazing. She had a good class. It was a Title school, a Title I school, but it was such a great school, such a great atmosphere, good class, just a really, truly good experience. And I'll be honest, I was nervous at first when she would watch me because, you know, it's just somebody watching. You don't know if you're doing good or not, and they have all this experience and you want to do well. I was nervous at first, but eventually, you know, Miss Timmons, she would leave the classroom and then she would come back and she would be in and out. So it was, eventually I got pretty comfortable and used to it. So I was with her for quite some time, enjoyed it, loved it, and it was such a great experience that there was a kindergarten teacher who was pregnant at the time, and she said, I would love, when you are done with your student teaching, if you plan to sub, if you could take my long-term position for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I will do that. And so what ended up happening was the teacher, once I got, I applied for a substitute job after my student teaching and everything. She ended up telling me that she wasn't coming back. And so she was like, you can do whatever you want with this classroom. You can take over how you want, make it you. And that's exactly what I did. So that kindergarten student teaching experience led me into my full-time sub position. And that's where, Jessica and I, we're going to give you guys advice next week for student teachers, some advice to give you, and I'm going to just speak it now. One of the tips would be to just do your best, be as professional as you can, and just go in with all your might, because you don't know who is watching you, who is talking about you, saying great things about you. because it can lead to great opportunities. So that led to that. So that student teaching experience led to that. And then my second school was my elementary school that I went to from kindergarten to 5th grade. I was so excited to be at my old elementary school, and it was almost like, is this real? Am I at my school that I went to? It's just like, I can't even explain the feeling of, you know, doing that experience there. It was just amazing. And there was some of my old teachers that were still there. My 4th grade teacher, Miss Satry, my 5th grade teacher, Miss Bothwell. I tell you, I was with one of the most phenomenal teachers ever. Her name was Miss Williamson. So Miss Patricia Williamson, I just want to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your expertise, because you are truly the bomb.com. So amazing. So I taught 4th grade, and I just did the same thing that I did in kindergarten with Miss Timmons' class. You know, you just start and you kind of just observe at first, and then you gradually, you end up gradually gaining subjects. And I'll be honest, it was so cool because she was just so helpful and inviting, and I just absolutely adored her. And those kiddos, you know, they respected me. I just put my flow into that classroom, and it worked. It just worked. And so that's how I ended my student teaching experience with Miss Williamson's 4th graders, and at my elementary school that I went to school at. It was a great way to end my experience. So I'm not quite sure how they do it now, but I know when I was student teaching, we had to go to 2 different schools. You had to teach a lower elementary and an upper elementary. So you had to have experience in both. So I couldn't do one kinder and one 1st grade, or one 3rd grade and one 5th grade. You had to do your experience in a lower and an upper grade level. And I'm very thankful and glad that I did that, because both opportunities were great. And I will say, my last day of student teaching in 4th grade, it was so sad because you get so attached. You know, when you do this job in education and wanting to be a teacher, when your heart is in it, you get attached to these kids. And I truly became attached to these kiddos. And so Miss Williamson's class, they ended up throwing me a graduation party, and I ended up making things for them. Actually, and if you have not seen my video before, with my little snowmen, like, I made little snowmen for them. It was a phenomenal experience. But I'm gonna share that with you because I'm here looking at my student teaching portfolio right here. Something that I highly encourage all student teachers to create. But I'm gonna share this because it is a little dusty, y'all. Got a little because I have not looked at this in a long time. But this I'm going to share with you guys next week about tips for student teachers. But today I just wanted to share with you, collaborate with Jessica, A Classroom Diva, and just share with you my experience. It was really good, and it's just nice to be with teachers who are very helpful and very kind, and who are really willing to have someone in their classroom to watch them learn. I mean, that experience opened up a lot of things for me, and I'm so grateful for it. So if you are in the process of preparing for student teaching, just know that later on down the road, when you look back, you're gonna be like, wow, I did that, or wow, this is what this led to. Enjoy your experience. You're gonna be scared. I was scared. You're gonna be nervous. I was nervous. You really truly will. Just go in there with a humble spirit. Don't go in there like you know it all, and just be humble. And I think that's what really truly helped me. I was eager and wanting to learn. But I'll get into more of that in the next video about tips for student teachers. But I just want to share with you my experience. It was a great experience that I will always remember and cherish. And I really think it's good that, well, where I went to college at, that they made you student teach in a lower and an upper. I think it's good to have that experience in both areas. So Don't forget, click the link below. Go watch Jessica's video about her experience as a student teacher. Don't forget, hug that like button, subscribe, comment, share, spread the word, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.